All right, guys, we're here in Orlando at ICAST 2024. We are at booth 1817. We got a whole bunch of new merch and designs set up for spring 2025. And yeah, we're gonna be bouncing around, showing new products. Got a couple podcasts coming up with ASA. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and we'll launch coming soon. Troy with Meritique just hooked us up with this rocket launcher and bait table. They do a really good job. Troy, where are you guys out of?
We're out of St. Pete, Florida.
Do a killer job. We met them at Fort Lauderdale and hooked us up with this, and we are gonna actually have this available on our website and your website.
Yes, sir.
And you can also customize, they can customize it however they want, right?
Yeah, so we can throw boat logos, manufacturer logos, anything the customer might want. This will be pretty much the standard here with the Burmese teak trim, high gloss, epoxy clear coat, and you can add on options with the cup holders, however many you want.
And you can also, you install yacht armor too, right?
Yes, sir, yeah.
So
we can do those on rocket launchers. You could add it on there if you're doing a whole bunch of cleaning on the station and want to really protect that teak. A strip of yacht armor on that would be bulletproof.
It's badass, man. No, come up close, check this out. Yeah, man, it'll be on our website soon, guys, and we will let you know. And yeah, check them out. Meritique. What's your Instagram? It's at Meritique?
Meritique USA.
Cool. We're gonna walk around. We just got done doing an amazing podcast here, crazy survival stories. So stay tuned for that. But we're gonna stop by Mustang Survival, check out what they got going on. Big fan of Mustang. They make great inflatable life jackets. Look at this. All right, guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You were just mentioning this is all spring 25 new products that you guys have available, right?
Yeah, so these are our new generation inflatables for spring 25 from our Elite 20, Elite 190, and our Atlas 190.
Okay.
They all are designed for different environments to perform in. So you've got your Elite 120, which is really great, nice and compact, short for sitting and down in. 28 pounds of buoyancy, so really great for that inshore coastal piece.
Okay.
And on the lakes, close in the open water.
Yep.
And we got the Elite 190, which is great for the coastal, getting into your offshore, and then you got your Atlas 190, which is built for the offshore.
That thing's badass.
Yeah. So it's all about time for rescue and being exposed to the different environments. So different levels of buoyancy and different features on them. So with the Atlas 190,
yes,
you've got the spray hood, which is going over. You got your water activated light, your whistle, and then you got your PLB attachment.
The spray hood's cool. I mean, so if you got nasty waves coming over you, we were just talking about that, and we did a podcast this morning, a little survival story, and he mentioned waves just constantly coming over. It was hard to keep the water out, and that's genius, man.
Exactly. So you want to be comfortable when you're out there and give yourself as much time for protection.
And a little light too on this.
Yeah. So this is water activated light. Can be manually activated as well. So all about rescue. Our new bladders are all about the Adapt bladder technology. It's created by Mustang Survival, advanced airway protection and turning. So when it does go off, you want to get self-right. The bladders,
that's right.
The lobes are independent of each other, so it's going to help you with that turning performance. Baffle barriers for spray. Just keep you nice and protected when you need it. And then when you're on your boat, we're all about all day wear. We really want people to wear it whenever they go on the water. So this is, I would say, the most comfortable.
I agree. I got one myself.
Sits off the neck, so you don't have that neck fatigue. You barely know you're wearing it.
Yep.
So that's really awesome. Great innovation from Mustang Survival.
That's our goal too, man. I mean, I see more and more kids wearing it all the time, and it's awesome to see. It's so easy to wear, and because when it goes wrong, it happens fast, man. So
yeah.
All right, so tell me about this, because this setup's awesome. You were just mentioning. So
yeah, so this is our new PFDs in our current range of HITs and Elite. They utilize the hydrostatic technology. What this means is that it isn't going to go off when there's
dumping rain.
Yeah, dumping rain.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is example showing rain going off. It's huge down everywhere. If it rains, people are like, oh, I don't want to wear my life jacket because what if it goes off? Well, this demonstrates, has to be fully submerged at least 4 to 6 inches underwater for it to go off, and with a spray. So also great for humidity.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that inherent inflation. So it's
I never thought of that. That makes a good point. So it's got to be, what'd you say, at least 4 to 6 inches?
4 to 6 inches under, fully submerged to the go off. So it's a pressure differential rather than just being water activated.
Awesome, man.
So
Smart stuff.
really awesome.
Love it. We were just discussing if you're you have to be over 16 to wear the inflatables, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So let's talk about the kid stuff. So what do you guys got going on now?
Yeah, absolutely. So new for Spring 25, we've got an update of our Little Legends. Similar platform, but we've made the materials extremely comfortable for kids to wear.
Oh wow, yeah.
And nice and breathable on the back with all the mesh.
It almost feels like a wetsuit. Like,
Similar?
Yeah.
Great thing about it, it's PFAS free.
Okay.
We know that's a really big sustainability and environmental impact. So
Yep.
all our kids' S25 line is going to be PFAS free, which is really
Cool.
important for us, and that they're wearing it from a young age, and
and it's gonna last.
it's going to last.
Yeah.
And having all sorts of ages from infant right up to your 16-year-olds, having them that fit, feel good, and keep them safe.
And the pup.
Yeah, underdog. You got to keep the whole family protected.
It's awesome, man. Great product. I appreciate you showing this. I'm a big Mustang Survival fan.
Appreciate it.
So-
We love you guys, and
Keep
Thank
doing what
you,
you guys are doing, man. So we're here at ICAST. We're at the Garmin booth, and we did a podcast this morning. We've been talking about it a bunch online. A lot of kids go out with just a handheld VHF. I mean, there's a certain range where that's not going to cut it. What is? Tell me about Garmin's VHF and the range and the importance of like proper install, all that stuff.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I personally think it's a very it's a piece that's overlooked a lot of times on a boat.
Absolutely.
So all of our VHFs are either 1 watt or 25 watts of power. So again, just understanding how VHF works, it's still a line of sight communication, right? So is based on your antenna height to where the antenna height is of the person you're trying to reach will affect your maximum range. So I usually tell somebody around 12 miles or so to be able to talk from, say, ship to ship or ship to shore type thing with that. So, but also, yeah, when it comes to install, it's very important to have good power to it. Good clean connections. A lot of failure points we see are a poor antenna, or poor mounting location, or a bad connector on the back of the unit itself. So not so much on the Garmin, the VHF, but actually on the VHF antenna. So there's a PL259 is the type of connector that goes on there. And if that connector is not soldered properly or done correctly, then it can greatly affect your range and just the usability of the VHF.
Yeah, I've got 2 in my boat, and I can't stress to people enough. Like, obviously, your inReach is great, ePerf's great. This is, though, very, very important too. Communication is key, and fast communication, because if it goes down fast, you got this, one last chance, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Right. A lot of things that are overlooked too as well is the DSC functions in the VHF.
Okay.
So all of them today have a distress button on there.
Yeah.
But that distress only works if you have a proper MMSI number.
Okay.
A lot of customers, they ask, why does the VHF beep when I turn it on? Well, it's beeping to let you know that you don't have a MMSI number programmed into the unit.
That's right. Yep, and I remember that I was told that too when I got mine. We got all set.
Why does it always beep, right?
And it integrates with AIS too. I'm pretty positive.
Yes, so if it has it built in as well, so if the VHF 215 AIS that we make has a receive-only VHF in it, or AIS, so that way it'll show you the AIS targets on the screen.
Yeah.
So, but the distress feature, like I said, a lot of people, they think they have it, but they don't until you actually put the MMSI in there.
That's important for anybody listening. Like, crucial, if you guys get this, please set that up.
Yes, and then that way the Coast Guard, other agencies that are going to come contact you about the distress you're having, they'll have that information about who the vessel or what the vessel is, what type of vessel, the people on, or the owner of the vessel, that type of thing, emergency contact. So, so that is important, and that's why it beeps. We get that question all the time, so that's why. So don't overlook that when you're putting one in.
Absolutely. Sure. Well, cool, man. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier, if you're going to go out far, don't rely on a handheld. Invest. It's going to save your life. Check out the Garmin's VHF and do it right. So thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, guys. ICAST 24, wrapping it up. Heading out here, killer show. Thank you all for stopping by. Had a great happy hour with Real Skipper and Papa Pilar. Did a couple podcasts, stoked on that. We will be back next year, so we'll see you guys then. Cheers.